After one hell of a hectic day, your boy is in fucking paradise. Oh, yes. This is my backyard. Or should I say our backyard? So this is like the Crypto Hippies Beach House. I don't know why I'm wearing these glasses. These are blue light blocking glasses. So what these actually do is they stop the ultraviolet radiation from computer screens and of the like by filtering them out with like a slightly orange filter on the lens. So as you can tell, I was probably on the computer before this. So yeah, this is our paradise. This is what it looks like from the back. Fucking fortified. About like it's fucking 20 feet high walls. I guess Mexico really does like walls. Private property though, not government walls. Alright, so let's do the tour of the house. We got some birds. And some crocodiles. All sorts of crazy shit going on. This is the music corner. This is where the fucking spiritual magic happens. It's like a little fucking mini rehearsal enclave. Oh, well, the best part actually is up here, this fucking balcony. I just did some conscious breathing shit up here. That was wild. And this is the Crypto Hippies Beach House Congregation Center. Beautiful palm trees. There's plenty of food. I don't fuck with. It's kind of hard to see, but if I keep right up here. Yep. The beach is right over there. Crypto Hippies beachfront property, which is acting as sort of like a mini hostel for the Anarchapulco family. Like, that's the best part about this whole thing, is the fucking family vibe. Like, you get here and you talk to people that you've never met, but you talk to them like you've known them your whole life. Like, I met a guy yesterday. He was actually the guy that saved John Hens's life. He ended up showing up at the event a few minutes after it happened and took bleeding out John Hens to the hospital. It's most likely the reason he's still with us. This kid and I had a discussion about magic and like how like people don't understand what it is and that it's real and that everyone has access to it through their consciousness and through their thoughts, actions, and internal state. And this kid knew this, man. He knew this because that's how he saved his own life. He was like, he was like stuck in some fuck up town in Iowa. You know what I mean? Like, ugh, the dead ass Rust Belt Midwest. I know that life. I've toured there many a times. I mean, it's just basically America, all of America. It's just different flavors. Pick your poison. And this dude did a straight up ritual, like a white magic ritual to get himself out of there. He lit candles, did a whole thing. It was like almost like a seance, but not in the sense of drawing any spirits in, but in the sense of projecting your intention out into the grander universal mind to get back stuff that is in alignment with your highest good and experiences that are in alignment with your highest good. So he was broke. Somehow he got carjacked, and all hope was lost. He had nothing, and he was like trying to get out. And somebody bought him a ticket to Acapulco for this conference and hooked him up. One of his best friends on Christmas, no less, the winter solstice. So yeah, that dude, almost as a result of his ritual, found his way over here through insane circumstances and was able to fucking, if that didn't happen, if he didn't do that ritual and if he didn't get that ticket ball from him, if he didn't end up here, John Henza might be dead. And it's all because of fucking magic. And that's why I get pissed off when people are so dismissive about, you know, things that are a little bit more occult or occulted. Because they don't realize that they're shutting themselves off from their access to infinite power. And I don't mean power in the sense of like a domineering power. I mean power in the sense of like a giving, creative, like just creative force. that can heal just everything that interacts with it. And that's what this community is becoming. That's what the Anarchapulco community is. It is a group of individuals who together create a creative force that none of them individually could create on their own. And this is what it looks like. I mean, it's literal fucking paradise. So yeah, that's the Crypto Hippies House is essentially a microcosm of that. It's just a mini conference, if you will, like-minded individuals who pay to share a space that we just happen to sleep in and live in and play in and play music in and eat in, talk about conspiracy theories in. So now it's time to take a walk to the motherfucking beach. Here's my mobile workstation. Here's advice for anyone. Get an online business. I don't care what it is. You know what I mean? You don't have to be like one of those like CBD salesmen or one of those like coaches or even one of those like stupid vloggers who film shit and just talks on and hours on end. You just have to find some way to do what you love and to share it with other people through the internet. And then charge for it. That's it. It's that simple. I mean, if you want to get more specified, people offer training and all that stuff, which is also another business. But what my favorite part about this life is being able to travel and eat fucking delicious coconuts right off the tree. Drink the water right fresh off the tree. Hand cut for you for about $1. And then you can eat the rest of the coconut throughout the day. And literally, that's all you need for the day. You'll be so turbocharged from the electrolytes in the coconut water and so full from the fats and the meat that you'll literally, that's all you need to eat that day. So actually, back up on that awesome fucking balcony that we were on, my buddy Miguel that I met here, who is also a crazy vegan meditator like myself, did a conscious breathing exercise where we essentially did sort of like Taoist breathing techniques, where we like rapidly breathed in and out, like powerfully, like 30 times in a row, and then held our breath for 2 minutes and didn't breathe. Now I didn't make it the whole 2 minutes, but I only took about 1 breath each time, 2 breaths each time. So that was insane. The first time I tried that, I could hold my breath though. It was fucking wild. I didn't know if that was my friends or not, but yeah. Acapulco! Oh my god, I'm outside Mexico and I'm safe. And not only am I safe, it's a tropical paradise. Do you ever think that's why they tell you it's not safe? Because they don't want you figuring out that it's fucking literally our natural habitat down here? People don't realize, like, up north and shit, we need, like, houses, or else we'll die, you know what I mean? Like, 'cause it's too cold up there. It's not meant for humans. Like, it's not our natural habitat. Like, I believe that we were forced out of the tropics by, like, occult forces throughout history into, you know, wherever we settle. And people will be like, well, what about Eskimos and shit and native people and stuff like that? I'm saying those motherfuckers' ancestors were forced out of the tropics. That's how old this shit gets. This ain't about no, like, 1865 conspiracy. It's fucking since antiquity. But the best part about life in this realm, in Earth realm, is that the Earth provides. God provides. The universe provides. Use whatever moniker you'd like for it. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. It provides in absolute abundance. Come on, you fucking Osmo. Ah, yes. Beautiful, beautiful beach. Oh, yes. Don't ever forget. Always, when you're on the beach ground. My father, I love him, but he's always wearing fucking shoes and socks on the beach. The whole point of going to the beach is to heal yourself in every level. It's a meditation. That's what people don't understand. Let me explain how fucking benevolent Mother Earth is with the concept of a beach. Okay? It literally is a fucking sunlit paradise. Let's talk about the sunlight. The sunlight is electromagnetic radiation much akin to the sort of plasma radiation that I subjected myself to in my previous video on Tesla technology we discovered at Anarchapulco. It's healing frequencies. It's aligned to the natural ratio, the golden ratio, 5. That's how it radiates. I love Mexicans. They just drive shit all over the floor. Holy fuck. I'm good, buddy. Dude, I saw this one dude. I'm good, buddy. Amigo. I saw this one guy literally built a fucking go-kart with a giant fan on the back of it, like the fan blowing air away from the go-kart, and they attached a parasail to it. So when they hit the fan and ran the go-kart, they could literally, it was a flying machine. It was like a Zeppelin. Dude was flying a Zeppelin on the fucking beach. Like just all over the air. Like it wasn't gliding, it was truly flying. It had lift. Insane. And the more insane part, besides the engineering, was the fact that you would get arrested if you did that in the United States. But here in Mexico, where it's supposed to be so dangerous, you can literally build your own fucking Zeppelin and fly it all along the fucking beach while everybody's just out here watching it. It flew directly over my head. It was amazing. So yeah, that was a little rant about Mexico, but back to Mother Earth's gifts. Right now, what's happening is this salt water is being absorbed into my blood through my skin. So you know, that kind of begs the question, well, what am I doing in the shower with all this fluoride? But that's for another topic and another time. So this salt water is totally electrifying. It is pouring into my skin. All of the nutrients are being absorbed in my skin. All of the Earth's natural salts are being absorbed in my skin. There's magnesium, it's loaded. And I'm being super electrified. Which again, if you watch that Tesla video and understand the electromagnetic human and how we are base wave electromagnetic frequencies physically. That is our base physicality. And then all matter and everything else that comes from that, our bodies, step on a crab, are produced through the data of these waves, through the intelligence of these waves, through the life force of these waves. Same waves that are coming from the sun. Reality is wave motion, okay? The water is the matter, but the wave is the energy. And the water is just a medium which this energy is visible in. And we are simply a medium where this energy is invisible. Now, it's actually partially visible. The human body gives off photonic emissions, which are like light particles in Einsteinian, Newtonian, traditional science. But yeah, you can actually measure light coming off of people. And what is funny is, this is a little aside about veganism, is what I noticed, is that people's eyes and even skin get visibly brighter, get visibly brighter after taking on a high alkaline diet, like of mostly fruits and, you know, maybe a couple vegetables and some grains, but if you can knock them off, even better. Nuts and seeds, you know, have fun. The earth will let you get some fats, you know what I mean? Fats aren't evil, but like it just provides in ample quantities. Like my whole electric body is being balanced right now. Not to mention the cooling effect of the water and the hot sun. Not to mention the beautiful light that stimulates your pineal gland, which is your third eye, or as I like to call it, and to some other people, your first eye, is being completely healed. Like I'm just literally being healed for free, and I can stay here as long as I want and max out my credit with Earth. And you know what? She'll be here tomorrow, ready to go the next day, like a mother, like my mother. You know, it really, like Earth is feminine. Earth is truly feminine. The heavens are masculine. They are a complex system of dots and logical points and lines that align to create the electromagnetic fields that we experience, or rather, in my opinion, to represent them. Because I believe, like I said, matter is a result of electromagnetics. So what we see in stars are actually electromagnetic frequencies in a specific order, and that's what astrology is. Astrology is understanding the different variations in the fields, and when I say fields, I mean Earth's fields. Like Mother Earth herself has an electromagnetic field that fluctuates just like a woman, just like a human. just like a man. And Mother Earth and us are in sync. So astrologers understand to be wary of that and to trust Father, the above, when he tells us that Mercury's in fucking retrograde. So don't do anything crazy, don't sign any contracts, and don't travel. But fortunately for me and for everyone at Anarchapulco this year, which is so ironic because I'm not sure if they do this on purpose or if it just works out this way, all of the planets, or as they were originally called, wandering stars, are moving direct, which means there are no retrograde motions, which means every single facet of the field, every single sort of element, if you will, of the life force is moving forward and moving in an expanding sort of cardinal ascension. Retrogrades aren't exactly like negative in the sense that you go down, but what it is you go back and reflect. Things feel like they're moving backwards, things feel like they might be stuck, but then what happens is when you get all that momentum and bounce back forward and then continue even further, you're that much wiser because you sort of like took a revisit or took like a moment to sort of like remember how you got to where you are so that you can move forward. I mean, that's what an astrologer would say. And I consider myself somewhat of an astrologer, at least personally. I do my own astrology. Like I don't like, you know, I have the app on my phone, but I rarely check it. Like, I more like follow astrologers who report the natal charts daily and stuff like that, so that I can sort of make my own opinion about it. You know what I mean? And I love their opinions too, especially if they can, you know, actually make sense of it. Like, they understand that when Jupiter's in retrograde, since Jupiter is the planet or wandering star of Sagittarius, a Sagittarius might be in a phase where he doesn't feel so expansive. And I mean, I can pretty much feel that, like, and remember, all of the Jupiter retrogrades impacted me in that way. But the best part about them is on the way out of them, I became even more expansive than when I was going in. I took, you know, I felt like I couldn't create as well as I could during the Jupiter retrograde because I am a Sagittarius. And then when it moved forward, like I said, the lessons I learned through that Jupiter retrograde allowed me to fucking really ascend to where I am now. Like, I can really sustain myself in every sense of the word. And I'm not just talking about financially. I mean, like, health-wise, vitality. I've been training martial arts for a year. I've been fighting fucking Paul Sims every single day. That dude, I actually ran into a wall the other day at the house. I'll show you when we get back. But to be honest, Paul the Wall doesn't do him justice. He hurts way worse than a fucking wall. The wall was like, I was fine. I was like, ow, I smoked my head, dude. Like, the dude I was walking with, like, grabbed me and thought I was gonna pass out. And then I was just thought to myself in that moment, I'm like, yo, that's nothing. Like, Paul fucking decks me. Which, by the way, I'm not slipping on my training because all this sunlight and all this energy is just fucking blowing me up. So I've just been free body, exercising, running, shadowboxing, keeping ready to come back for that shorts test. And start getting back into the game now that the fucking winter's over. The MMA winter where all the promoters go into their holes. But I'm actually about to head to the Princess now. Everybody's there. Kenny from Kenny's Kitchen's there. My sister's there. I think Anastasia's there she was the marketing promoter for Nexus and a really good friend of mine that I've just come to really, you know, have a lot in common with over these couple days. And also conspiring for Anarchadelphia, which Pat has mentioned, which is a conference that the State of Anarchy and Steam Monsters and a lot of other people, including Anastasia now, are going to be putting together in Philadelphia during the Harvest Moon, which is a very, very, very appropriate astrological time to do something like a conference, especially at the end of the year. And Anarchapulco is like the beginning of like everybody's like, you know, Gregorian year. Let's go, 2019, what am I doing this year? Well, everybody goes to Anarchapulco and gets man-inspired, just like I did last year. I met Pat got inspired, I brought Sonny got inspired, and we just fucking went nuts with it. Pat came down, we went nuts with it. We went to Poland for fucking Steam Fest. I got even more inspired there. And now I'm back here, and again, it's like, I've created so much over this past year, and now it's about to go to a whole new level, because now we'll really be able to show people everything that we've come to learn through our research and through our experiences, both Gnostically and intellectually, and emotionally. I mean, this is a holistic view of life. It isn't just one thing. This isn't a philosophy channel. This isn't a self-help channel, and this isn't a fucking me telling you what to think channel. This is just a holistic look and perspective at everybody's experience culturally. That's what the traveling is meant to show you guys. Like, Mexico's amazing. You can fly fucking man-made zeppelins and dig turtles and shit, and everybody's just like, it's a free market. Like, they're just people that are willing to do anything. Like, the other day, we're all such idiots that we can't make a fucking bonfire at night because we can't find shit to burn. We paid this guy like 200 pesos, which works out to like 10 bucks. Or like, I think we paid him 400, which works out to 20 bucks. And he built the whole fire for us. I mean, he dug the hole, he found the stuff, he made the tinder, he lit the fire, he blew it. It took like a whole fucking half hour, and they were happy to do it because, like, it's all about like servitude and love, and like that's what life could be about, and that's what anarchy's about. So with that being said, I can't wait to go hang out at everybody at the Princess. It's gonna be lit. I'm checking in early so I can beat the rush. And then, before Anarchapulco, I'll be giving a talk at Macy Tomlin's conference on Narc Awakening. Actually, it's actually a workshop. It's more of a workshop because it's going to be really interactive. Like, I don't want to just be sitting up there and just talking my face off. I actually want to ask people a lot of questions about their experience and have them ask or comment about their own experience in relation to what the subject matter is. The talk's going to be called The Fruits of Life. And it's basically, in one sense, it's about being healthy and using diet to liberate yourself from disease, from emotional problems, depression, anything, addiction, anything. All of it can be rearranged with health and with healing foods. That, again, is another gift of the earth. Fucking coconuts, man. The avocados, the mangoes, the soursops. Shout out to Honest Tom for always looking it up. I feel like he's going to be involved with Anarchadelphia too. I went to his shop. He has a vegan taco shop in Philly that wasn't always vegan. It went vegan, and he just knew that it was the right thing to do, and then it exploded. And now he like imports tropical fruit to Philly in like fucking December, which is amazing. It's my only slice of paradise I get when I'm not down here, at least for the winter. So yeah, I feel like he's gonna be involved to some degree. But yeah, things are coming together. Is to just really expect that things are going to work out, and not in like a intellectual way, like, all right, I've planned it all out, but in like a just sort of like a spiritual, emotional way. That's just like, because of my disposition, because of my discipline that I've cultivated myself, and because of the love in my heart, God will take care of me. God will provide whatever it is I need, wherever I go, even in cartel-ridden Mexico. Fucking paradise. And I'm not in Diamante either. I'm not in the billionaire district. I'm all the way across town. I'm on the other side. It's where all like the locals live. It's dope. Crypto Hippies fucking hooked it up. Just this anarchist community, this anarchist love, and all this anarchist knowledge, because these people are so well informed. Like, the breatharian fucking practices we were doing upstairs, health and awareness, Macy's fucking conference about plant medicines and expanding your perception. And in my opinion, it's not just like, these aren't like allegorical experiences you have. It's like, no, these are very literal experiences that you are actually perceiving things that are outside of the realm of the five senses, things that only nature or the creative force can perceive. But what happens is, God is such a fucking way of doing this. Nature is such a way of doing this, where they give us gifts from every angle. They give us these plants that grow naturally, were created before man started messing with the genetics of all the fucking 10,000 creatures. These entheogens are fucking, like, basically, they temporarily grant you superhuman access to realms of creation that are beyond your perception. It would be like giving a dog the intelligence of a human for one moment. So the dog can perceive itself and its reality from that much of a higher level. To creative forces, to archons, to the Nephilim, to the dark angels to the light angels to the ultimate creator. We're just a dog. Stupid dogs running around. But like, dogs are the best. Look, here's one right there. He actually followed us home. It's the same dog. It's this beach dog. This dog's got it made. He's just a fucking dog that lives on the beach. And then he came home to our house with us for a little bit. And then he left on his own accord. It was crazy. So yeah, Talk the Fruits of Life is going to be about taking advantage of the fruits of life. All of them. The sun, the beach, the ocean, nature, meditation, veganism. Because people don't realize that, and even higher than veganism, but like true raw food, like natural diet, like alkaline, honestly fruitarianism, or mostly fruitarianism. Because that unlocks all of your potential. Food is data. Food is not macros and micros. Food is data that programs your hard drive. And fruits have the highest consciousness and are also the most easily digestible base chemistry that humans can eat. And if you just think about it very intuitively and very like simply, like out of all the foods that we eat, what is the easiest and most designed thing we are designed for? We have hands to literally pick the shit off the fucking tree you're playing, rip it the fuck open. You know, if it's coconut, you gotta smash it with a rock, whatever. That's why they left rocks all over the fucking place. Smash it the fuck open and you just drink it or eat it. And it's raw state, it's ready to go. It tastes delicious. No spices, nothing. You know what I mean? Eat like meat and cheese and shit. You gotta like suck titties and fucking like slit throats and shit like that. Like, it's fucking crazy. Like, just fucking smash open a coconut, bro. They're literally a gift. The tree gives it to you. The tree doesn't die when you eat the fruit. That's the sacred, divine, like, obvious part of it to me. Is that the fruit is a gift of the plant. It's not the plant itself. It's the plant's semen, if we're being technical. It's reproductive organs because the seed is in the fruit. And usually you either spit the seed out or it survives in your digestive system because of the, you know, the seed's wall. And then that's actually how it's supposed to work, because then, you know, you let it go along with some fertilizer and boom, you give life to more nature, to more God, to more consciousness, to more power, to more frequency. So the talk's going to be all about how you can seize the fruits of life and how they're just there for the picking. You just have to be able to see them. So let's take a look.
Join the State of Anarchy this September's Harvest Moon in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where this gathering of like minds aims to foster unbreakable relationships between the movement's leading forces, whom teach self-love and ownership, blockchain techno-economics, as well as exposing the Earth's sacred knowledge. So will we see you there?